Hi you guys, it's me NeeCJae. Today I want to come to you with my 4-month update with the Ulike Air 10. If you're interested in seeing this video, keep on watching. Excited to give you an update on the Ulike Air 10. This is a hair removal device that you can actually use at home. There's so many questions. I did a couple of shorts, and I did a review on my favorite product when I use this, and this is still one of my favorite products. Okay, yeah, I get questions asking, does it work? Does it work on light skin? Does it work on deeper skin complexions? You know, is it worth the buy? Let me just tell you right now, yes, it is definitely worth the buy. Let me tell you why. Because I used to go to these clinics with one of my friends when I was younger. I really didn't have a lot of hair that would grow on me. You know, as I've gotten older and going through menopause, all of a sudden I'm getting hair on my chin, a mustache up under my arms and legs, and I'm like, where's this hair coming from? I didn't used to have this hair before. Now all of a sudden I'm getting it, and I have to shave almost a couple of times a week. Okay, like 2 or 3 times a week I have to shave because I see the little hair come back and really up on my chin, right up in here, and my mustache, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is not working for me. Especially around my hair, like right here on my face, the hair, I get right around this area, okay? Which I tried to shave off with my little, facial little razor, my little facial razor. And I shave that off. It makes my foundation, it makes my skincare apply so much better. Now, this is where this comes in, okay? I said all of that to say I had a friend that used to go to the clinics to get hair removed, and she would pay almost like $300, maybe $400 a session, okay, to get these light, removal on her face or up in her arm and around her bikini lines. And she said it actually feels like rubber bands ripping, or like the hair's pulling out of her. She would go a couple of times a month, okay, and she would still have to kick out the big bucks. Now we have this. I'm so thankful that I did not have to experience that because she said it was also painful. This is pain-free. That's the beauty of this. It is pain-free, and you can do this in the convenience of your own home. So yes, that's one of the pluses. It is a little pricey. It is about $300, okay? But that's just one session if you're in the clinic and in the office, okay? That's just my opinion. All right, so IPL stands for Intense Pulse Light. What this does is goes in and it removes the hair from the root of the skin, okay? Eliminating the hair all in itself so it will not grow back. When I first started using the Ulike device, I used it as it was recommended. It says to use it once or twice a week for a couple of weeks, and then once or twice, maybe 3 times a week. Then you cut it down to maybe 2 times a week, and then you can cut it down to almost 1 time a week. Okay, so now use it once a month, every now and then twice a month. It just depends. The way you use the device, you have to shave and remove the hair first, okay, with a razor. You do not want to wax. Waxing is already removing the hair from the root. So when you go in to zap, there's nothing to actually work with, okay? The hair will grow back eventually once it forms the follicle and all of that, things like that. But you're wasting your time if you remove the entire hair because you're removing it from the root. You want to go ahead and shave. Then you go in and do the treatment. And once you do the treatment, you'll start noticing that you have to do this less and less. Sometimes I don't even have to do it once a month. I use it for under my arms. I use it for my mustache around here, my face. It does work, but you have to be consistent. You also want to use your glasses. These glasses are very important because it has that bright light that can damage your eyes, and you don't want to just use, oh, I just use regular glasses. No, you want to use the glasses that actually, these come with it. Very convenient. And what I love about this, what I love out of all of this, it has a sapphire cooling system, which makes this painless. This is how I go about it. I go ahead, take my shower, bath, whichever I want to do. Dry off, do your thing, I'll go ahead and do it then. I will make sure I'm completely dry and underarms and things after you shave, take your shower, and then you can go in and zap it out. It seems like it works better for me once I get out of the shower. It seems like your skin is open. It just absorbs everything so much better. So yeah, this is painless. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You can have your own treatments in the privacy of your own home. Who does it work for? It has like a color sensory in it, like a pigment sensory. So it says it doesn't work with blonde hair, red hair either. So your hair has to be seen on your skin. If you can't see the hair on your skin, it probably won't work for you. It won't even zap. If you try to do it, it won't even zap. People think this is a laser. It's not a laser. The lasers, you have to go in office, okay? You have to have some type of license to act. Here's some pictures of what lasers, hair removals can do sometimes to your skin. But the Air 10, it cools to 65 degrees Fahrenheit, which actually leaves you with no pain. And it also works on sensitive skin, which is wonderful. This also comes with a cord, which lets you know it's strong enough to remove the hair for the treatment. If you buy a hair removal that looks like this and it doesn't have a cord, it's probably not that effective, okay? You need a cord because you have to plug it into the wall for the electricity to be able to give it the amount of wattage it needs to do the job, okay? So that's what you want to look for. You want to get the product. This is FDA approved also, which is great. When using this, the first thing that you want to do is read the instructions. I always go through my instructions thoroughly, especially with devices like this. This is not a device that you can just take out and start using. And sometimes I'm guilty about that. I'll pick up things, especially if it's something I have to put together, and I'll say, oh, I just start doing it, then I have to end up looking at the directions. You want to make sure you read the directions first, okay? This also has 3 speeds. It has the fast, the normal, and the high mode, okay? Now, the first thing, I like to start off on the normal. That's what you start off, and then you increase as you go, okay? You just press it, and it just shows you the different modes. I'm telling you, the really nice feature, and I keep saying this because it's so amazing that this does not hurt at all, is this sapphire light right here. This cooling sensation, it actually feels good when using it, and I love that. The important step is you want to make sure that you do a patch test on maybe an area that maybe on your arm or somewhere that you're not able to see, just to make sure that this will work for you, okay? Yeah, so this is an investment, but it's a one-time investment that you can use in the privacy of your own home, okay? You can use it for your underarm bikini line. You can use it on your arms if you have like strawberry skin like myself, but I don't have a lot of hair on my arms. I can't even see the hair on my arms, so therefore I don't even use it here. But I most definitely use it under my arms, my chin, all around my mustache, and sometimes right up in here in my face where I get a lot of like peach fuzz. Sometimes I just scrape this off and do it, and I haven't had a lot of that grow back lately either. So this is a real investment. I love this, okay? I love this by Ulike. This is a really great device. Now, I have not used any other devices, but I've seen some, and I'm so glad that I have the Ulike Air 10 device, okay? It's one of my favorite products. I like it because I don't have to go to the clinic and get this done and pay for each visit, okay? Next thing is, you don't want to overdo this, okay? Then this can result in damage your skin if you overdo it. I'm not sure because I follow the directions, and now I only, like I said, have to use this once a month. And yeah, if you're interested, I have everything about this device in the description box below with the link. You just click on it, it takes you straight there, okay? So yeah, this is a wonderful device. Again, I love it. I would not trade it. And it is part of my beauty, skin, I say my skincare routine. Alright, so that is all I have for you today. I hope this video was helpful and interesting, especially if you are considering using or trying the Ulike Air 10 device, okay? Comments below if you've ever tried a device like this, or if you tried this device and you love it, or what results have you had with this device. I'm actually in love with it. Anyway, guys, again, thank you so very much for just taking time out to watch this video. I greatly appreciate it. Peace and love until next time. Bye.